Aloha, everybody. Friday was a pretty much another do-nothing session in the stock market. It actually was looking really healthy until the very end of the session when all of a sudden index prices plummeted, swooned into the final 5 minutes, final minute. But overall, the NASDAQ was only down 0.03%. The NASDAQ 100 was only down 0.05%, and volume was lower. So no harm, no foul there. That index remains under a buy signal, both of them. The S&P 500 also remains under a buy signal. It pulled back 0.22%, but with volume lower. Overall, there is nothing to worry about. Not a distribution day. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is one of the weaker indexes, down 0.29%. But once again, volume was lower, and the Russell 2000 was the weakest index, down 0.36%. But volume was also lower on this index, according to MarketSmith. And overall, the Russell 2000, if we got to look at the oscillators, you can see that despite us being under a neutral condition, the Russell 2000, the oscillators are short-term looking a little bit more bullish. So we'll see if that continues. The S&P 500, whoops, I accidentally pulled up something I shouldn't have. My bad. The S&P 500, as you can see, also it's kind of under a little bit of a mix with three of the oscillators good. Short-term TSV isn't that good, but overall price action is solid. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, also similar situation, some mixed TSV with the other under positive readings. So overall, everything looks good. The only weak index out there is the Dow Jones Transportation Average, and this thing is under a sell signal with all oscillators in confirmation. And it's kind of odd that we have one under neutral, the Russell, one under a sell, the Dow Jones Transport, and the rest under a buy signal. But it really doesn't matter because what really matters is individual stocks. And on that note, all of our longs continue to work. Quite a week overall. I only had one full failure this week, and that was on Monday, and that was Gene, a very speculative position. Not surprised that it failed at all, and it hasn't even gotten that bad. But besides that, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday saw no partial or full sell signals. On Friday, unfortunately, my glue, once again another speculative name, hit 634, which was actually just 1 cent below where I was. 635 is where I put my final sell stop, and if it would have hit just 635 and bounced, chances are it probably would not have been triggered. But by it hitting 634, the sell stop was definitely hit. So I'm no longer long glue, unfortunately, but on an end-of-day basis, the stock is still fine. That's good news, though, for the cash account because we actually have two new long signals, and one is of a high-quality name. SUPN is producing a back-to-back pocket pivot point signal with another above-average volume day after yesterday. It kind of reversed off its attempted breakout, so it was kind of worrisome. But today there was immediate follow-through to the overall up session because it was still higher on the day on Thursday. And we also got max green bop. So we got a big surge in bop the day before on Thursday to near max, and now it's max green with another above average volume day. So SUPN is a 2.5% long position. If this was a raging bull market with every index under a buy signal, and then we got this right here, yeah, it could easily be 5%, and it's only 2.5% though because of the mixed market, and this stock was not confirmed in any other scan, so it's only 2.5%, but it looks really good. And then the other long position is EMKR. EMKR will be can slim quality in the next couple of upcoming quarters. The most recent earnings announcement obviously was taken very well. Big earnings and sales growth, and that earnings growth is going to continue throughout the year and into 2016. I can't quite remember. Let's see if I can pull it up. EMKR, it is up. All right, cool. It's already up. So let's see how long this takes. So you can see with the earnings and sales growth, everything is going really well, and it's supposed to, earnings estimates are expected to grow 300% in 2016 through 2015. But right now, as you can see with the EPS rating, it's obviously not can-slim quality, and it's a $6 stock. But this stock was not only initially triggered in my max green bop for 5 days scan with the pocket pivot point signal, it was also confirmed in my new 52-week high scan and also my price volume bop surge scan. So technically, it's 1%. Plus 0.5% for the new high scan, plus 0.5% for the PVB scan, making it a 2% position. So EMKR is actually pretty great low price stock. If we're wrong, the most you risk here is 622, and then if you want to use the high day of the day before the gap up of 618, you don't risk much at all to know that you're wrong on this position. So two high quality names overall. On Thursday, I did not even post an update to the website. I left early on Thursday to do things with my girlfriend on the other side of the island that we had to get done, that she had to get done, and we did not return till 11 p.m. at night. The good news is that before we left, my scans were updated enough that I could do a quick scan and see if there were any new long positions from the Cancel and Perfect Speculator price to volume BOP scan. Not only were there no new long positions or ad signals, there were also, once again, no partial or full sells. So for the first time in a very long time, I mean, we've had it before, but the day before we had an ad signal in PCOM, and look at how well PCOM is doing. It's doing great from its initial long entry on the 19th and the ad signal on the 20th. But on the 21st, there was nothing going on, and today, besides the two long signals, no sells in partial or full. So as long as that's happening, despite being under mixed signals, this market's telling you we're good. When new long positions continue to work, when intraday sell stops get hit and then reverse and close near the high of the day, and then you also get two new long signals at the same time, pretty much telling you that the market's path of least resistance is definitely higher. So don't fight this trend. Have a great long weekend, everybody. We'll see you in the chat room on Tuesday.